Welcome back, TNT. Yeah, Carnival is getting closer and closer. I'm so happy to not share a cup, but share a glass with Akeem Chance. Who's that? Preedy. Well, I'm going to bouncy glass first.
Nice to see you.
You too. I want to wish Akeem Chance, the man they call Preedy. Now what, Island Boy?
Well, yeah.
You will explain that to me because I saw the change on Instagram and I just need an explanation. But celebrated his birthday this year. I recognize he was of February.
Yeah, Queen's white. He's of February too?
No, November.
Alright,
the real Carnival baby is actually born in November. We're calculating 9 months. That's just a little debate.
But the thing about it, I can't deny it because our releasing time for Carnival is September. So that September to December time span is a very important party. So I can't fight it.
All right. So Preedy celebrated with 28 years, really?
Yeah.
You feeling older?
No. I think I technically have a old man spirit. So.
What kind of veteran vibe?
Yeah. I just bask in the age and the time and understanding it. So.
Thanks for being here. I think let me first of all also congratulate you on making the Soca Monarch finals.
Man, definitely. A blessing. I wasn't planning on entering, but after saying no and looking around at the industry and stuff like that, it's definitely the right decision to enter Soca Monarch. A
lot of artists deciding not to be involved in the competition aspect of the music. What was that decision process for you?
For me, last year I didn't enter Soca Monarch, and I think basically it was because the year before I entered, I didn't gain, and that was coming after I came second. So I was definitely a little disappointed. So it definitely had emotions mixed up in the pot. And for me personally, I didn't want to be, dependent on Soca Monarch, because not gaining would be way more devastating than it is now if I didn't learn to go through the Carnival and not depend on that Soca Monarch stage, So I learned a lot grinding through the season. I forged a lot of relationships, and I put together a definite better team than I had in years. So this year it was way easier. Probably we only start really brainstorming our performance probably like 2-3 days before, and on the day we were still putting together stuff. The dancers was the day before, so it speaks a lot for the team that I have behind me. They definitely understand me as an artist and my sporadicness, and everything fell into place, and it was no stress. It was just all zest.
No stress.
Yeah, all zest.
That's all just now.
No
stress. All zest.
Yeah. That is my mantra this season. No stress, no panic. That's it.
All zest. I'll take that after the Carnival and make that my mantra for the rest of the year.
I was going to say, for me, I kind of picked it up when I was doing a live, and I realized that any word we create or make, it could be spun around to something positive. And I basically look at zesting as just a person that is always calm, always cool under pressure, and I think that speaks a lot for me. No matter the situation, panicking doesn't help. So I've just learned to take it as it comes and make the best out of every single situation, and just make sure you look good, look handsome when you're doing your thing. Look handsome.
That's not hard for you. You're a good looking boy.
I mean, chocolate will be chocolate, and chocolate sweet. So
tell me about what is one of my favorite songs for the year. Let me tell you first of all, when I heard Lost and Found, I didn't pick up your vocals. I can't remember who I was debating it with. I said with him, but that's Preedy. So Lost and Found, that's what you're heading Soca Monarch with for sure.
Lost and Found.
Yeah, Lost and Found. Give me how creatively sit down, writing, thinking, positions. Tell me how that song came together.
Well, in the soca world and the Caribbean world, each island represents their soca different. So in Barbados, they don't have power soca, they have bashment, that kind of vibe. And in Grenada, they have jab. And in St. Lucia, they have demi. No, I've been to St. Lucia back and forth for like the last 2-3 years, and I realized that Dennery is like the ram of soca. So every time you hear Dennery, women activate on a different level, and coming from a country where you can get arrested for a wine, a man had to be a little bit more creative with his approach, you know. So for me personally, I reached out to a couple artists. I actually reached out to Motto first. I just asked him his advice in terms of writing his song. And the first idea I sent to Motto, not on this beat, but just on one of his beats, he was like, nah, Preedy, too soft, man. That's why you had to come raw. I was like, raw? Trinidad, you like the band music, you know. So I went to St. Lucia at Carnival for an event called Transcend. And it was after the event was successful. The artist that brought me across was C-Dale. He was also establishing himself in St. Lucia. And we was on the beach chilling. And we was just freestyling, having a nice little freestyle session. And I was like, yo, this Dennery thing, boy, is the best way to bring it across? And he was like, boy, you could say whatever you want, but the implications are what's important. You know, what you're saying is not important. What it implies is what is important. Trademark, Preedy. And I was like, is that your money fall on the floor? Bend over, pick it up. Is that? And they was like, yeah, boy, Preedy boy, got that man. So when I came back to Trinidad, you know, out of sight, out of mind, I didn't really take it on. Nikolai Green, who is a fluent producer, he has a lot of hits this season. He was like, yo, I want you to do a song, like we do this fine, the time we work on a song. I was like, boy, I'm not trying to do this pretty thing, you know, because that is what they expect of me now, to go pretty. So
nice voice, Preedy.
I think at my age right now, I have the leeway to experiment as much as possible. And you know, I think I'm confident enough that I could basically, you know, market it once the song is done right and once it's picked up. And I was like, yo, I have a Dennery vibes. He said, true, and it was like magic. He sent the beat. I was like, yo, this is no. First I was like, yo, I had this idea. Is that your money fall on the floor? Bend over, pick it up. He said, serious, well, I have a Dennery beat. And it was co-produced by Chrome Production from St. Lucia. So it just keep on, you know, like clockwork just happened naturally. He sent it to me and we put on the song in one day, one session, probably about 2-3 hours. And I was a little bit skeptical because, you know, sometimes difference is scary. And when it initially dropped, I get real smalls. I had a partner call me. I was like,
just when you get real
small talk.
Oh, right. I just want the audience to understand. Some grannies and some
small talk. When someone with lack of knowledge or purpose in said situation decides to give you negative comments without being educated in said area. Small talk.
Right.
So my brethren called me, he was like, yo, Preedy, it's my artist song, but I don't like this. I said, all right, first off, I never write a song for you. I wrote it for females. So if a girl like it, if she don't like it, I could understand. But you calling me, your emotions a little mixed up. So, secondly, when you start to like it, do not call me and tell me you like it because I do not want to hear from you. So for the season, you're on a band. I'm a partner, I will hug him, but I don't, if he dancing and he raising hand, I turn him my face and sing to somebody else. After the season, we could be friends again. Because I'm petty, I'm young, I can afford to do that. So, you know, and I actually got a little backlash from some females also because, you know, personally, I think they expected me to be a little bit more intellectual and be deep and emotional and stuff like that.
Because you've done music
because
like
I've done that.
Yeah,
but for me personally, I didn't want to get stuck in that vein where I always have to be sad guy. Like when I released this song, the comments were like, oh, thank Jesus, Preedy finally get over he break up. I was like, you know, so everybody's still stuck on say it.
Yeah.
So when the song dropped, did the normal marketing and stuff like that, push. And then I realized people started catching on to the idea of what it was. And it was just, you know, a fun song. Yeah. It was just the song. I trying to help my brothers out, you know, from getting locked up. You know? Yeah. She money fall on the floor.
Yeah.
You point at the money. Yeah. She will be rewarding to
because
you.
Respectfully, whole season I am throwing things on the ground next to females. Yeah, you know, because you know,
they'll be thankful. Oh, is that yours?
Is that yours? Yeah.
When you buy me rich behind it again, she that what take it now. So I didn't have it all in my head. So for me, the song honestly, I'm still surprised that it getting love because it's
Expectations in Soca Monarch?
None. I have no expectations, and like if you realize, like I have certain, you know, mantras I live by, and for Soca Monarch, a lot of people go in Soca Monarch either expecting to win because they have a big song, or wanting to win because of the view of the title and how, you know, extravagant it is. Me personally, my only goal, and I lost sight of that after Veteran, but Veteran, that is what I told myself. I only want to go on stage and put on the best performance possible. So if I lose, let people say the thief me. But other than that, I have no expectations. I'm definitely glad to make it to the finals. You know, man's in the money now. So for the finals, I'm going to put on the best performance I could put on with the song that I have.
And where the chips fall, they may have to.
Where they fall, man.
Is it about winning for you though?
Nah, I'm already a winner. I think I win in life. I dark, I handsome, you know. I don't know. This is how winners look. So for me, whoever wins Soca Monarch, you see too, Soca Monarch didn't really build my career. It aided in my career with Veteran, and I got a lot of respect. But I remember Veteran wasn't himself playing that season.
No.
It was not playing song, it was in the top 10, it was himself in the top 50. So me going through that situation, I've always felt like, you know, I'm an underdog, and, you know, people don't give me the respect or the view that, you know, other artists would get. But for me personally, I'm just thankful to be doing this and be able to live, because I honestly, where I come from, you know, there's very few options of success. You know, there's very few success stories. So to be able to be an artist, and I already started past side music for 2020. You know, I'm definitely I'm in a good place. So whoever to win, go ahead and take the crown, you know. And if you put on the best performance possible, and we end up taking it, then we go in St. Lucia.
Yeah. So that was a quick question before we wrap. If you do win,
if I do win, I'm investing heavily back into my career. This year I'm working with...
what would it mean to you?
It would mean validation, definitely. You know, I don't want Soca Monarch to be the validator, but it is. It's definitely, you know, one of the high points in the Carnival. You know, Soca Monarch Road March. These are things that, you know, you expect the best of the season to win, but I don't want to be the best in the season. I definitely am chasing that legendary status. And I want to continue just being able to create music and just be myself. You know, I just always say jokingly, I'm the class clown that got famous. So, you know, other teachers, some teachers didn't expect me to, you know, be successful or be this, you know, inspiring to the younger generation. But then now when I go events and I see you in the crowd and you're mashing up, and I see teachers from my old school, like I have 4 or 5 teachers from my old school. It's St. Joseph Secondary now, but it was QF Junior Sec. And they are in almost every party, and they were the teachers that believed in me because they understood that, you know, I was a very unique individual. So, you know, I'm the simple conversations, the handshakes, the pat on the backs, the pretty area like this song, the IG post, the Twitter, the Facebook, these things are my validation. Because as Drake said in the Grammy speech, you know, winning something does not make you a better artist. You know, it just means that on the night you stepped out the best. But when you look at guys like Bob Marley and Isaac and the Black Man Legacy, and look at Michael Jackson. These guys' music will live on forever because they didn't focus on the today or the now or the minor titles. Now that's Soca Monarch is a minor title, go hang. But they focus on longevity, which is I want to leave a legacy behind that my son and my grandchildren and great-grandchildren could be proud of. And you know, I was so want to rub it in the face that the teacher that told me I would never amount to nothing, her kids love me. So, you know, good vibes.
Preedy, congratulations. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
I was able to make it to the birthday bash.
You miss out on
I miss out. Don't tell me. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know what I miss. But guys, that's why, as I said, we had Ufanals and now Preedy this weekend was really about what I think the future of soca represents. And you know, Preedy is one of the guys. You heard him here in a direction, heading in a direction.
I say, no stress.
No stress.
More
zest. Boom. I cooking something up. Yeah. And we just going in. We having some great foods. Preedy live with us this morning. Come on back. Stay with us. Still lots of fun to come on the show.